When it comes to the raw power, sleek styling, and head-turning presence of classic American muscle cars, more and more women are getting behind the wheel and embracing these automotive icons. While muscle cars have traditionally been seen as a guy thing, that perception is rapidly changing as increasing numbers of women discover the thrill and excitement of piloting these high-performance machines. So, what are the top 10 muscle cars most often chosen by women? Let's take a detailed and engaging look, shall we? 1. Ford Mustang. The Ford Mustang is an enduring symbol of the muscle car era and remains a top choice for women who love the rumble of a V8 engine. With its long hood, short rear deck, and aggressive stance, the Mustang has an undeniable visual appeal that speaks to the rebel in all of us. Women are drawn to the Mustang's blend of style, performance, and rich heritage. From the classic 1960s models to the latest high-tech versions, the Mustang offers something for every taste. One reason the Mustang resonates with female buyers is its starring role in so many Hollywood films over the decades. Who can forget the iconic 1968 Mustang GT driven by Steve McQueen in Bullitt, or the tricked-out Mustangs featured in the Fast and Furious franchise? These pop culture tie-ins have helped cement the Mustang's status as an aspirational vehicle for women who crave excitement behind the wheel. 2. Chevrolet Camaro. Hot on the heels of the Mustang is its arch-rival, the Chevrolet Camaro. With its aggressive, snarling front end and muscular body lines, the Camaro has a take-no-prisoners attitude that many women find irresistible. The Camaro's performance capabilities are legendary, with engine options ranging from potent V6S to earth-shaking V8S that churn out massive amounts of horsepower and torque. For women who want to make a bold statement, the Camaro is hard to beat. It's a car that demands attention wherever it goes, whether cruising down the boulevard or tearing up the drag strip. And with its surprisingly refined interior and modern tech features, the Camaro proves that raw power and creature comforts can coexist quite nicely. 3. Dodge Challenger. If the Mustang and Camaro are the jocks of the muscle car world, the Dodge Challenger is the brooding rebel. With its retro-inspired design that pays homage to the classic Challengers of the early 1970s, this is a car that oozes attitude from every angle. Women love the Challenger's unapologetically masculine stance, with its wide body, bulging fenders, and in-your-face grille. But the Challenger isn't just a pretty face. Under the hood, you'll find a range of powerful engines, including the infamous Hellcat V8 that cranks out a mind-boggling 700-plus horsepower. For women who believe that too much is never enough, the Challenger Hellcat is the ultimate expression of automotive excess. Just be prepared to spend a lot of time at the gas pump. 4. Chevrolet Corvette. Okay, so the Corvette might not technically be a muscle car, but it's impossible to have a conversation about high-performance American cars without giving a nod to this legendary sports car. For generations, the Corvette has been the aspirational vehicle for women who appreciate sleek styling, cutting-edge technology, and blistering performance. From the classic C1 models of the 1950s to the latest mid-engine C8 Stingray, the Corvette has always pushed the boundaries of what's possible. Women are drawn to the Corvette's exotic looks, lightweight construction, and track-tuned handling. And with its surprisingly livable interior and decent cargo space, the Corvette can even pull double duty as a daily driver. Just don't tell the purists. 5. Pontiac GTO. No list of muscle cars would be complete without mentioning the Pontiac GTO, the car that started it all back in 1964. Although Pontiac is no longer around, the GTO's legacy lives on, and it remains a favorite among women who appreciate its classic styling and no-nonsense performance. The original GTO was a game-changer, packing a big V8 engine into a mid-size car and creating a whole new genre of automobile. Women who love the GTO are drawn to its clean, uncluttered lines, minimalist interior, and of course its ability to smoke the tires at will. Driving a GTO is like taking a trip back in time to the golden age of muscle cars, and for many women, that's an experience that's hard to resist. 6. Plymouth Cuda. Speaking of classic muscle cars, the Plymouth Cuda, short for Barracuda, is another perennial favorite among women. With its sleek fastback styling, aggressive stance, and range of potent engine options, the Cuda was one of the most formidable muscle cars of the late 1960s and early 1970s. Women love the Cuda's unique blend of style and substance. The car's graceful lines and flowing curves are a refreshing change from the boxy, slab-sided look of many other muscle cars of the era. And with engine options that included the legendary 426 Hemi 5.8, the Cuda had the performance to back up its exotic looks. 7. Dodge Charger. The Dodge Charger is another muscle car icon that has captured the hearts of women around the world. With its long, low-profile, wide stance and signature full-width taillight panel, the Charger has a look that's instantly recognizable and impossible to ignore. Women are drawn to the Charger's bad boy image, which has been burnished by countless appearances in movies, TV shows, and video games over the years. From the classic 1968 to 70 models to the latest Hellcat-powered beasts, the Charger has always been a car that demands respect on the street and the strip. But the Charger isn't just a one-trick pony. With its spacious interior, comfortable ride, and modern amenities, it's a muscle car that can actually be lived with on a daily basis. For women who want the best of both worlds, classic style and modern convenience, the Charger is tough to beat. 8. AMC AMX. The AMC AMX is a bit of an oddball on this list, but it's a car that deserves more recognition than it gets. Built by the now-defunct American Motors Corporation, the AMX was a two-seat sports car that was designed to compete with the Corvette and other European exotics. Women who love the AMX are drawn to its unique styling, which blends American muscle car cues with a more streamlined, European-influenced look. The AMX was also notable for its advanced construction techniques, including the use of fiberglass body panels and a unibody chassis. Performance-wise, the AMX could hold its own with the best of the muscle cars, thanks to a range of powerful V8 engines and a well-tuned suspension. And with its compact dimensions and lightweight construction, the AMX was a formidable opponent on the track as well. 9. Oldsmobile 442. The Oldsmobile 442, which stands for 4-barrel carburetor, 4-speed manual transmission, and dual exhausts, was one of the most underrated muscle cars of the 1960s and 70s. Despite its somewhat stodgy image, the 442 was a serious performer, with a range of powerful V8 engines and a well-sorted chassis that made it a force to be reckoned with on the street and the strip. Women who love the 442 are drawn to its unique blend of luxury and performance. With its upscale interior, comfortable ride, and refined styling, the 442 was a muscle car that you could take to the country club without feeling out of place. But make no mistake, when you put your foot down, the 442 would absolutely roar. 10. Mercury Cougar. Last but not least, we have the Mercury Cougar, often overshadowed by its Ford Mustang sibling. The Cougar was a more upscale and luxurious take on the pony car formula. With its sleek, flowing lines, hidden headlights, and plush interior, the Cougar was a muscle car for grown-ups. Women love the Cougar's sophisticated style and refined road manners. It's a car that you can drive to work all week and then take on a weekend getaway without missing a beat. And with a range of powerful V8 engines under the hood, the Cougar had plenty of muscle to back up its upscale image. So there you have it, the top 10 muscle cars most often chosen by women. Of course, this is just a small sampling of the incredible machines that have captured the hearts and minds of female gearheads over the years. From the classic Mustangs and Camaros to more obscure models like the AMX and the 442, there's a muscle car out there for every taste and personality. What all of these cars have in common is a sense of raw, unbridled power and a connection to a bygone era when gas was cheap and the open road beckoned. For women who love the thrill of the drive and the rush of adrenaline that comes with pushing a high-performance machine to its limits, Muscle cars represent the ultimate expression of automotive freedom and individuality. So whether you're a die-hard Ford fan, a Chevy devotee, or a Mopar maniac, there's never been a better time to embrace your inner gearhead and get behind the wheel of a classic American muscle car. Just be prepared to turn some heads and shatter some stereotypes along the way. Because when a woman drives a muscle car, the world takes notice.